Okay, hopefully it's all back together. Oh, Streamlabs decided to crash. How great. Okay, that was odd. Anyway, guys, sorry for that. A little bit of a hiccup. Gotta make sure that none of these hiccups are in for this Saturday. Hello, Brian. How's it going? To make sure that these hiccups don't happen first Saturday. Oh well. Hope you're doing okay. Now, it's gonna be a little bit of a small stream, but I wanted to bring what I couldn't do on Monday, which is give a tour of my past bases. Sadly, I can't. Well, I don't have a way to actually show a map from above unless I close this and open it in the other side. But for the time being, I can at least show you what I actually have. Okay, back at it. Well, I only have um 5, 6, 7, and 8. 9 I couldn't well, I couldn't find the actual map for it. So that it will be a pending. The ones before this season 4, 3 and 2, which were the only 3 I had, I was in the server. I couldn't find the files, so I might have to look for them later on. But we can start with season 5, which is a pirate cove. In a certain way. Let me let the map load out. I got a 32, that will be okay. The chunks are weird because I literally place all the bases in an open world. Um, well, extremely open world. Let me load. Should be able to load the whole thing. Takes a little bit of time. In chunk wise, I believe this island probably, but it's not the whole island completely built in. But I believe in section wise, this was roughly the second largest. Let's go down. There we go. Now I can fly. I had the idea concept since this season was the one we had the sunken ships and treasure and everything. I decided to, the first thing I did, besides making this little house, I built or rebuilt one of the ships, sunken ships, back into existence, and I called it the Red Wolf Pearl. Then I decided to make another one. Besides the whole base, it's inside the mountain. So yeah, little by little made a couple of things. I believe this was, or this is, the portal. Yep, another portal. I'll be in a few. I'll be in there. Head Tiff, thanks for the lurk. A little bit after I give you a little bit of a tour in the exterior, I'll show you what I actually built in the entrance or in the inside of the mountain. I also built a pirate, uh, a bird. I have a shipping area with cargo and some things. Little bit of builds outside, a little crane. Getting into a little bit of making a little bit more decorations outside, because usually I'll just build inside a mountain and that will be all. But yeah, decided to do Pirate Cove and cargo area. I have the main gates, which are open. And then I have the secondary gate, which is this one, which is closed. This is where this ship just kind of leaves. In the exterior as well, I have a little gift from one of the Symmetrias, which they originally built this little boat, kind of like a Viking little boat. And yeah, I had fun with that over there with some rockets and fire. Yeah. Then she built this massive pirate ship. I had I believe it was a mushroom beach, which I removed all the mushroom except for that area right there, and converted everything to grass. Then, in the exterior of all of this, made a couple of things. I made a secondary entrance. I made a stable entrance right here. Made the lighthouse. It's supposed to be moving, but at some point in the server, when they made an update, it completely stopped working, and I didn't bother trying to put it to work. Then I have this other entrance right here, which all walks gives me a little path to two different sections of the island. We have the jungle tree houses. Every single little house, which I didn't decorate. I am not good at decorating. Well, at this point in time, I wasn't good at decorating or making interiors. So I basically just made some huts, little houses, and yeah. And a balcony over here. Everything is just suspending in midair. Everything is lit up. Quite nice, honestly. I enjoy the way I did this. Then we have the other section, which you cross above this bridge. and it goes all the way to a couple cabins. Again, I'm not that good at making interior, so basically it's just the exterior. But the cabins I made, I honestly consider they look good. And then we have this one up here, same thing, just completely out in the open. Oh, over here. We have this other one right over here, this little one. Again, same thing, no interior. And then I never made the path because I ran out of time. But there was supposed to be a connection between this section and these roads. Sadly, ran out of time and couldn't do much about it, but made a couple of roads, a couple of forklifts, a pallet, kind of a storage area for the ores. I believe there's some more ores in this other side. We got a forklift carrying the pallets to another place. We have a truck. No, right. We have a truck that is importing all of this. Again, it was supposed to have a road that head all the way out here to a massive port area. But again, ran out of space. Well, not space, time. We have some wood as well because there was supposed to be, well, building another crane because we're bringing all the ores from down below. This took a little bit of time to actually build this. Also, I just noticed chunks are missing, so loading part didn't pass correctly. I'm sad. Oh well. It happens when transporting chunks from another world to this one. Or maybe it was in a corrupted file, so yeah. Hmm. Okay. That is a no. How did I do this again? Okay, I might have to leave that on. Hmm. Did I do this correctly? I think. Oh, never mind. I think somebody got it before I did. My lovely wife got it before I did. Great. Thank you for that. Okay, in the other side, I have this other path that goes all through this little mountain. And it went all the way into this section, which is part of the inside of the base as well. I have a couple of turtles in the water, well, supposed to be in the water. Yeah, I got one there, and I got two right here, a couple of fishes. This is kind of like an inside garden or pond I made. I think the other one right up here. Yeah, this was one of the bad things of this season. If you make these type of things, turtles go straight up. But yeah, besides all that, I have a couple of hidey little holes here that take to different parts of the base, like a little lookout area. And above all else, this takes me to another farm I had that kind of worked and kind of didn't at the same time, which was my drone farm. It worked in the sense that I got gold, but nothing else from it. At one point, it was supposed to be working for tridents, but again, a small update I think happened and everything went to dirt. Now, the fun part is inside the whole mountain. So, I believe that here it's completely redstone is broken, so that door won't open. But I still got a couple other ways that I can actually enter the actual base. And if I do remember, where is it? Wait, did I actually forget? Oh, there we go. Couple little hidey entrances to the actual base. So yeah, let me get to the main tunnel. Because this door, after a couple of seasons, this style of door broke. And it takes a little bit of different elements to actually make it work. But here we have my input and output for the super smelter, which is below us. A little bit of a storage area for the mob farm, which is old school, old style, old farm. Couple of storage for cobbles, sea pickles, and cobble, because I believe I have a farm above that gives me that. Manual sorting system with, hopefully, it is not breaking. Oh, broken. It's not broken, but it's slow. Hopefully you can actually understand what is that. That's the theme for Pirates of the Caribbean. That was my, well, that, yeah, that was my doorbell and this season. Down below, as far old school it can be, I do have my enchanting area. I have my initial potion brewing station. We have a couple of little things here. What? Oh, right. When I got the. This was the first season we had the mobs farms. Or not mob farms, the mob heads. And yeah. Old school. Some of these heads are no longer the same. I believe I got in this point in time on this season, I did get all the heads of all the mobs at the current moment. Um, Old school, old style villager breeder, and a little bit of a village trading hall. All of this has completely changed for the past few years. For example, that type of farm doesn't exist no more, or it's not actually able to be used. Hey there, Sav. How's it going? Yeah, I'll get them later. I already passed all past bases, more or less, to this open world. So I might grab that later on for that. This heads back to the little garden area. Yeah, it's not that big of a base itself. Farms have definitely went up and beyond from past seasons. A little bit of a rabbit sanctuary there. I have an old school villager. While none of this works. None of this works in this day and age. A little bit of a animal farm. We have the little bit of pigs, cows, mushrooms, and sheeps. Going back to these bases, it's just nostalgia, but at the same time odd because none of these things work at all. You need the actual tables, the workstations, to actually have them working. A little bit of an old school farm here as well. Then we have the first, well, the second version of my brewing station. It has a couple of things missing way after the a couple of updates I made. A little bit of a storage system for them. I believe I can. I might get lost a little bit. Might get lost a little bit. Something was supposed to go there. I believe. It's been such a long time. There was supposed to be farms in every single bit of little nook and cranny of these areas, but yeah. Alright, the the wood farm. This I believe has become completely obsolete. Yeah, I don't think this thing works anymore. I'm not even gonna try it. I'm just gonna leave it as is. Even so, there's a lot more better farms for the trees nowadays. Yeah, back again to the middle. Believe this is just all storage for the chorus fruit. Yes, it is. Let me see. I believe down here, if I'm not mistaken, I do have what was once the map All of them are broken in a sense. But yeah, the map area, when I actually did the map itself of the server, it all started with this little one that I wanted to make for my base. And ended up being taking it to all the way to the town plot. Then we have the memories area, especially this one. Where is it? Right there. When I reached Y level 134 to 57 with the Elytra. Fun times. A little bit of a season that I actually broke a couple of things and made a couple of things. Last time I participated in the battles, second place. So someone in chat, if they're still on, was the one that took first place all the time. Not putting names out. Just saying. I believe, I don't think it works, so I'm going to spectator. The Volt. I don't think none of these things work. I did try to open the door. But it is true. You know that for certain. No matter what who made, Sav will be first place. Then we have the Vault, where I had all the tools and things I had. These are apparently there's a neighbor with a broken alarm. Great. That's gonna be annoying. We have all the armors I had for that season. Plus, this season was one of the seasons that I decided to believe I sold the armor. Let me get out of spectator. Much easier. I believe I can go through here. Right? And here. And we have the super smelter. Well, the baby one. I believe this was yeah, you got lucky. It's all. Nobody's gonna believe that. The build was amazing. I believe this was only a 75 super smelter. This style doesn't work now. There's other ways and other different ways. Waving the lag flag. No, Sav, this wasn't the base. That's gonna be next. That was a cruise ship. That was a cruise ship, not this one. There was not that many. Well, I don't think there were that many in this base. No, actually, there weren't that many hoppers. I think the most that had hoppers was the actual super smelter. And these right here, I think that's gonna get annoying. Yeah, I didn't have that. Well, no, I think the cruise ship still takes the cake of the amount of hoppers I had. We have a small little area of manual farms. Pumpkins? Yeah, pumpkins. A little bit of flower farms. First sea pickle farm I made. This is the cobble and stone farm. You have some melons and it's over the top. Really? Full? Huh. Um, little bit of a cactus farm. Very small, but effective. And I believe I turned everything else into the... Yeah, I believe they're all in the smelter above. A little bit of a balcony for the kelp and sugarcane farm. And then I have the horde of a mess. That was the old style chicken farm. And all the gear I made for the actual shop. Wow. Just remembering all this. What was in the last floor? Or more sugarcane? This is when I used a lot of the old school hopper things. And the loud of this. I'm not even gonna press any button. I think this was manual or... No, it is manual. A little bit more cactus, but this one goes into the furnace system. And I think it's broken. No. Nope. Oh, this was the XP farm I had? Yeah, because it had everything else into die and destroyed. But again, compared to other seasons, this was mostly small. Most it had was the size of the island I was using. Let me go then to next season. Let's go into the moment Sav had to message me. Because there were a little bit too many hoppers. I think there were about 600, 800. Don't remember the actual number of it, but it got Sav's attention for sure. You don't have to go for that type of number. It's not that necessary going to specifics. Come on, load. Yeah. Still doesn't like it. Okay, finally. Come on. Go. 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 Where to begin? This island was not this size. This island probably was here, and this was not. I sadly none of the maps really passed from side to side. Now this is sad that this didn't go like that. But yeah, I expanded the island, put a couple of trees, had one of the Symmetrians, I believe it was Bexy. She made all these lovely birds all over the place, and then we have somebody... I don't remember what was the name of this. It had a name, but I know this was made by Impish. And there was, I believe it, if it did pass, there was something underwater. Or I might be mistaken. Hmm. No, I think it was thank you. Yeah, Astra. No, I think the Fox Underwater was past season. I believe this season was there. But yeah, this season was quite fun. Last bit of the build was this block right here, this white wall. I literally built that bit of piece at the end of the season. The long it took to actually build the whole thing. Where to actually? Why not? Let's go into the spa. I think this is. Yep, spa area. More spa area. I believe it's all four of them. Yep. And we have a giant fish tank or aquarium with the hearts came above in this season, and I think they have continued doing the actual hearts. Um, supposed to be fishes, turtles in there. They're supposed to be over here. At least there's something. Yeah, not that many life. Probably during the transit of bringing this to this. No, nope. Talking too fast. This is a turtle, a couple of fishes. Then we have some main hall where the mail goes, because this season I had the idea of every Symmetrian was allowed to grab a room and decorate it as they pleased. I believe not that many did actually do that, which is sad, but part of it took so long to actually build. What was down here? Oh, farms and okay, that goes around. I have another old school farm. I have the vault. Same thing. Old things I had in the other season. Then we have a small submarine. This is kind of like supposed to open up and let the submarine out, and the guests can actually go about the ocean to explore. If I can go, oh, that was not supposed to happen. There we go. Also, I know you have noticed, Sav, I am not using no texture pack. A couple of boops and bobs, little bit of things that submarines have. Again, not that much into doing in the insides. So yeah, couple of things. Just like past seasons, the past season I did with the storage. I believe we have the bees farm. We got a small village breeder. How much I have changed? Again, same little bit of farms here. Then then I have the actual, well, one of the things Saf started to criticize or yell at me that I have to remove a lot of hoppers. A little storage system. Then I have the villager. Ooh, cat, right. Villager trading hall. The old style trading hall that they had to have a bed in the area to actually sleep. A little smoker area, and we have the super smelter again. A little bit more heavier. I think this is 100. This is when everything hit the fan. And it had all the hoppers going everywhere. Until somebody, you know you can do this, right? You can just do this and eliminate all this. uh, hey, I've been doing better with that. Using the less hoppers I can, where I actually can. Some places are a little bit difficult not to use them, but I do try my best. Wow. This is one thing I've not done in quite a while. The farms I want to build next. You're welcome. But again, I keep on saying one of the big mistakes I made, and it was this season, was this. Every single farm was within one chunk, give or take. These are not that much because these are manual, but most or every single automatic farm, well, all within the same place. And this was a mistake, and I am not going to make it again. Huh. Oh, I know what happened. I passed everything here and I forgot to do the most important thing. Now I know what went wrong here. Yup, a mistake I did, and now I'm paying the price for it. Okay. That resolved the issue of what happened to the other side. But that explains it all. Okay. This was the captain's quarter. Ignore the fire of my mistake. Then we have the little bit of a bedroom with all the dogs. And in the other side, I believe there's supposed to be the cat area. I don't know what possessed me to actually do all this. Bring all these many cats here. Also, this was the start of me building with the armor stand book. This side, I believe, is the enchanting area. And yeah, the enchanting area and the almost infinite anvils. Almost. Yeah, I did activate that, but I think I did it a little bit too late. I should have opened this world, prepare it before bringing everything in. That was a mistake, and I noticed the mistake, but not when I built the cruise. Well, brought the cruise ship. I made the mistake, or I saw the mistake when I loaded in the volcano biome base. When I saw some wool catching fire. I believe. Let me go into the inside garden. Let's see. Did. Nope. I know there was two. I believe. Yup, Syria. Did actually do quite a bit of a nice interior to the actual area. Every single room are exactly the same. Yeah, none of them. I think the only one that had a little bit of a wiggle room was this one. Let me see. Is there anything here? Nope. This is not, but this one did had a little bit of a leeway, but as a long. It's a little bit longer room than the others. Yeah, a little bit shorter. This is a little bit longer. Sadly, it would have been fun having a couple of Symmetrias. Actually having a base or a little bit of a room here. Cats. Nope. A couple did uh, claim, but not many actually built. Syria, I think, was one of the only ones to actually do something. I believe. Let me see. Anything? No, I don't see anybody else. But there are quite a lot of rooms here. I think it's mostly the time it actually took me to actually build this. I think if I ever built this cruise ship or something like this again, one thing, farms are not going to be there. Farms are going to be scattered all over the place, not in a single chunk. But I think my priority will have to be having the sheeps in a mass farm just to get them quicker and actually be able to build this thing faster. I think it would be faster. Um because by this time I built this cruise ship, I did not have a schematic. I did not use the Lightmatic at all. This was basically me having a second screen and building little by little until I can actually complete it. I'm sad that I actually didn't get the chance to actually complete this whole thing. There are a few details that were completed, just like this interior area, the mail system, counter. I believe there's supposed to be, and I think it's through here, kind of like a theater area. The projector. This is supposed to have. I believe I went to the end and grab a couple of maps. So this is supposed to be a gray map. Besides that, in this area, I believe complete straight up. It is through here. We have the dining area. We have the bar section. We have the kitchen section. More or less. This was my, I think I can still say it, my type of interior design. I cannot, to save my life, I cannot do better than that. A little bit of an aquarium in both sides. Then we have, this was supposed to be more part of the tables and stuff for people to eat. Then we have a pool here with the anchor. Yeah, there's a couple of things I didn't get the chance to actually do. But it was supposed to be quite, it is still a quite massive project that took forever. We have theater back here. And I believe somewhere, probably through here, what was the map of this entire section? And the head museum again. It's been a while since I've actually done the head museum. Has a view of all this. I believe within these rocks, it's the mob farm. Yeah, both silos are actually mob farms. Yeah, and they all connect to the bottom where the... Yep. I believe I have shulker loaders in both sides. The iron for days. No? Was I wrong? Never mind. I don't think nobody needs this amount of iron. I don't think nobody will actually use that amount of iron. What am I missing? I do have the theater outside. It has a balcony that can go completely around the whole site. You can actually see the theater from the other side. Can I cross through this fast? Yeah, this goes all the way around. Yeah. It was an interesting build. And the funny thing, well, the most funny thing is, this is not even the correct size of the actual ship. It was supposed to be 2 or 3 more chunks that way. But when I did the red part of the cruise ship, I messed up and made a mistake. Also, I forgot to do, underneath is this section where I have the kelp farm. I believe this is the fox farm. Yep, where I have all the berries. I think this is the sheep, the automated sheep farm. For all the wool I actually used. Oh, this was the old system for the iron. And yeah, I think these are the killing chambers for the... Yep, killing chamber for the mobs. A lot of nostalgia going back to these bases. To what I started and how I started building to all the way now. Oh, something, there we go. And if I Where's the platform? Right over here. This was season 6. Now to the nightmare. Season 7. I know. I know you don't like it. Still having a lot of problems with this download for some reason. I even have to turn off the lava and fire motions. But yeah, I enjoyed building this base. It was a nightmare. It was a pain. But enjoyable. Especially when I have 2 dragons. Which actually... Oh. And you can actually hear it. It still works. I'm surprised it still works. I would have considered that broken. But yeah, it's an entire, complete mess of Blackstone. I believe... I think it was 130 something Blackstone. And about the same amount of buttons. And I still have some couple of areas I did not covered up. But yeah, it was fun building this. Interesting and fun. Let me load this whole thing. The amount of Blackstone, lava, the campfires. It was an enjoyable season to build all this. I think this was the season where I actually got involved in doing Twitch, but not YouTube, sadly. Yeah, that's gonna be the pain right there. I am going to lower... I should lower it, the render distance, all the way to 10. Because for some reason, this part of the map is always a little bit, yeah. Recording PC and streaming PC, well, this PC I'm using doesn't like this base at all. Doesn't like it at all. We have the main area where we have the sleeping dragon. Both dragons, thanks to Impish. We have kind of the entrance. And this one still works too. Huh. Nice. This was a nightmare. Fun to build, but a nightmare to complete. For all the digging I did. But I enjoyed it. I believe the first farm I built was this one right here. The iron farm. After that, I continued digging the whole area. Made myself the bedroom. And I believe, if I'm not mistaken, I was incorrect. No, only these two. I have a lot of hermit heads. That was a plan I was going to do, but I ran out of time. Again, supposed to be maps. This was the before and the after. Sadly, they did not pass for this world. Still wondering what happened there. Then we have the second thing, which was the villager trading hall, with a couple of armor stands with extra armor, just like I did. Well, just like I did this season on Symmetria, where I have an area with extra armor and weapons. The villager breeder, if I'm not mistaken, is right above me. Right there. I should stay in spectator. It's easier. Believe we have the flower farm. Yeah. Flower, vines, and kelp farm. If you can see the pattern, one farm there, one farm way over here. We got the sugarcane. Season after this one, I'll show you in a few. Same thing. I went all the way to the other side of the world, where all the farms are very well separated. We got the bamboo. We got the basalt and cobblestone stone generator. We have a different style of bee farm. All my farms have a special little thing, which is this right here. I can turn them on and off, which helps a lot. The other side has, I believe, is cactus and melon and pumpkin farms. This large furnace system here, this is the actual mob farm. A little bit of a more compact, and I added tanks to salve these water areas. Spiders will go straight up and they get drowned. Old dragons all around. I believe this way has the super smelter. Yes, it does. We have a manual tree farm, and we have a little bit of an updated potion brewer. I do have one now that is a little bit more up to date, which I haven't built in a bit. Probably there's been 3 seasons since I've not built this. We got a mushroom farm. Mushroom. Look at me. What were these again? I believe they all end up here. Mushroom, red mushroom and brown mushroom farms. The other side, if I'm not mistaken, is the manual farms. Yep, manual farms and the animal pens. And I believe this was the last season I built a chicken farm. Yeah, a little bit of a change in the system, but it was the last time I actually built that, and that was a big of mistake I made there. I was building a slime farm and I built it in the incorrect placing. I believe down here it's the sorting system. Yep. Stairs in both sides. Hey there, Ori. How's it going? I'm not even gonna touch this elevator. I know that's not gonna work. And here comes another mistake. We have the Lark away. The glowing farm. And this was huh. Oh, right, this goes to the cabins. Did I actually pass this to this map? Yep, yes I did. And I think this has a little bit of a burnout here. Yep, things are catching fire. Yeah, another unfinished project I never completed. I'm sad that I actually didn't complete it. But it still has a couple of cabins. The above is basically what happened to the world. Volcano went poof, blew up. Everything is in flames, and then we have the survivor village, which is supposed to have an entrance through all this right here. Yeah, but I think I cut it incorrectly. But yeah, a little small area watered. Again, big mistake I made. I might fix all of this later on and make it better. This is the part I've messed up. I may have to load all this and try to make it again without breaking things later on that. I believe, what's this? Absolutely nothing. This is the actual entrance to it, and I'm missing something I believe is down here. Right through here. Yep. Yeah, it's been a little bit of a while from this one. We have the glowberries, the illustrious lava farm, a couple of dripstone farm, berry farms. Catty, you're too close to that. I don't remember what was through all this. Oh, I think I do remember. This is the dual zombies. No, the zombie spawner that turns into drown. Right? Let's see. Am I correct about that? They go down. Yeah, they go down. They go straight up. And then pass. Yep, they pass through the water and then turn. This was more for the gold and nothing else because, yeah, you can get nothing else from it. This had, I believe, an exit. Yeah. A few little details, little entrances through every little nook and cranny of the base. And back again all the way over here. We have the root farm. Little more compact berry farm, automated. And I have two different foxes. I got the normal and I have the white one, which is the winter one. If I go down here, I believe this is the flower farm. Well, cut out flower farm. It's not supposed to be like that. Flower farm down here. More or less a simpler one that I actually built from what I built right now. This is just a tiny little one. I didn't need that many flowers. I have believe this is the dual. Yeah, dual spider farm. Which, since the raid farms, this is completely obsolete. But yeah, a little bit of a small, well, not that small. This is quite of a large project. Also, I think, let me see. Redstone area. Redstone broken. I don't see no redstone broken. Not at all. If I'm not mistaken, yeah, it kind of worked. But both of these sides open, and they have both buttons in both sides. One thing I didn't load was the nether side of each base. They were interesting. They were quite nice. I don't regret making them, but not the could have been better. But the style I had back then, yeah, it worked quite good enough. Each season, I keep on pushing myself to increase a little bit of technique and skills. I don't do terraforming, and this season, I literally made a lot of terraforming. Let's go back and into the last one until I can actually get, well, fix all this, and then I can actually bring to this world season 9. But till then, we got season 8, which I can actually bring up the render distance because this base is a little bit more friendly. A little bit more friendly. And when all of this started, building the monument as the roof and the hub of the farm. It has changed the design from time to time, but it's still enjoyable. And it's one design that I'm not going to not use because I do like the concept of having it like this. And then we have, let it load. The ocean lab or the ocean base. It was a unique concept of building a base I very much enjoyed it. And it was interesting building this using white concrete, tons of it. And the entrance should be here. Yep, I still remember. We have the airlock. We have the bedroom with all the armor. If I continue to the other side, I think this is the enchanting area. So I have a couple of things here, I believe. Yes, I do. Last one is the, again, broken, but this is the map room of the whole area. If I go down, I have the portals, and if I go further down, I have this entrance here to every single side, and the visual of the underneath, where I made all of this, is a custom reef. Again, never done this thing, never done it like this, but I do love the way I made this. Also, this whole thing was completed thanks to Perpy that helped me actually dig the whole thing to actually have the space to actually build the coral reef. And okay, let me go back into focus. Middle, I should be going this way. Yep. Let's go this way. This is the manual farm in a unique and interesting design. Almost kind of like a three quarter circle. After that, I believe this next one is villagers. I am correct. Couple of villager trading hall, the villager breeder up here. We have armors, weapons, and all the goodies. Since I have it in peace mode, this guy is not gonna be down there. If I continue, I believe this next one will be the iron farm. Yep, iron farm. Not that much, since I had it all the way over here and I didn't load this area that much. Then we have the animal pens, if I'm not mistaken. Yup. This was a nightmare getting this down here. It was mayhem and a nightmare. But it was quite fun and quite easily to actually get. Then we go back to the middle to go. We're in the basement. B2, we got B1, then we got the middle, floor 1, which is the well, I'll show you in a few. We have this area, which is the central hub, where you can actually look at everything around. The original concept with this base was to make it fully underwater. But I forgot about one small thing. Um, Ocean is not that deep. So we have this existing thing. If I go through here, we have a manual sorting system. Couple of trident wielding guys. Drowns and Elder Guardians. And each is named. We are going to... Let's go for the north first, which is Sugarcane, Bamboo, and the Guardian Farm, which we already saw. Even though it's not completely underwater because the domes are not, looking from this side just looks epic. Let's move a little bit faster. Same design in a smaller scale because this dome is smaller than the main, but it has a guardian in one corner only. Bamboo Farm changed a little bit from the past. More quantity, larger than the one before. And my concept for this base was everything redstone completely exposed. Usually, normally, when redstone is built, it's completely hidden. I did not want it that. With this season, I wanted to have everything exposed. If I go through here, I just have a kind of like little area that I can look every single way. This is to the actual Guardian Farm. Another lookout. And we have another exit and entrance. And all the way over here is the sugarcane. Yep. And the same thing. Everything redstone is completely exposed. And if I go into the middle section, instead of having portals, I have a sugarcane, shulker farm, a shulker loader, and a bamboo shulker loader. Did I have the... No, I did not put an entrance right. Now, back to over here. Believe it should be to the right. We have the flower farm. Yeah, flower, sea pickle, and bees. Same thing concept, the only thing is the guardian is in this side. We got the flower area. Has a two tall flower farm. We have the smaller... What am I missing here? Oh, vines. Regular flowers, and yeah. The other side... Let's see what... Yeah, the other side has the actual small flowers farm. I believe. No. No, right. I didn't build it because of the biome. I have the bee farm, a little bit of a weird uh, type of farm, but again, with the open concept of all the redstone. Unlike the one I built last season, this one is bigger. There's a lot more little details that the other one, the one I built last season, has. It's a little bit more compact in every single case. Down below is the same thing. It has the sorting system. And this was supposed to be an extension of this base, which I never had the chance to complete it. This season was a little bit shorter than the ones before. But even though I did complete the mass project of having this, so in that sense, I am happy that I got the big part out of it. We got the melon and pumpkin farm. We have, yeah, same thing. Concept, everything open. A larger area for that. I didn't bother creating a mop farm in this season because I did have a raid farm with Ori. You're not the only one, Ori. You're not the only one that got lost. I might have gotten lost myself a few times. Especially at the end, when I wanted to go to the villager trading hall, I ended up getting out of the base and swimming all the way over there. Yes, it was. And that ended up being what happened last season with the base collab. Even though, sadly, you weren't able to be in the full season, but it still was a unique experience, honestly, which I enjoyed a lot. I believe this has the kelp farm over here. A little bit of a different style again, but everything else is just opened. And we have the cactus farm again. Same thing. Well, a little bit over the top cactus. And yeah, most of it, it was basically me going a little bit more above and beyond with the base. In fact, I believe the cruise ship fits in here like nothing, and the volcano biome base will actually fit in this one because this one is bigger than that one. The one I'm building this season is possibly double this size. Yeah, possibly double the size. But again, I try to maintain a uniqueness in all of it. Even though, if comparing this base with the cruise ship, yes, both are in the water, but the difference is, Yaori, I only transported, this is just a simple area of the base because sadly my streaming computer doesn't or won't actually load the whole map of Symmetria. And I just basically got into a found a program that I can actually edit the chunks, and I just cut the chunks to where my base was and put it in. Even some things like I believe to the north was the Trident farm. I didn't even put it here. Raid farm, I completely forgot about it. Uh, to actually bring it here, I just basically took the chunks where the base was. Even the volcano biome one, I didn't put the guardian farm, the slime farm. I think I had the creeper farm, and those farms, I didn't bring them there. I just brought the base itself. Which, come to put it, I should have probably, when I get the chance to do this again, to edit all of this, because I will be keeping this map, well, this world, to continue adding all the past bases and just having the, where is it? Over here. Having them all in a single place. Also, I do want to make a map to actually see the whole thing from above, because basically what I have is this. I teleport to each of them, and boom, I'm back to a pirate cove. I'm just using the command blocks to actually transport to each one of them. This will be the next one. That is the season 9 that I believe Sav sent me the info for it. But I won't be able. Yeah. I won't be able to actually load it because that will take a little bit of time. Yes, you are clever, Ori. Don't do that. I just go above and beyond. Basically, I think is season 5. It's somewhere back there, about probably 2,000 blocks away. Season 6, I think, is somewhere over there. Same thing, 2,000 or 3,000 blocks away. Season 7, I think, over there. And 8, I think, is somewhere over there. Same, a long distance away. I just basically have the command here, and I can just teleport over there. Sure, no worries, Ori. But yeah, a little bit of fun transition of going back into the past and seeing what I did and what I've changed over the years. Trying to improve every single thing I've done. It's fun. But yeah, hopefully down the line I can do this again and I have everything a little bit more fixed and have a bit more of a uniqueness, because I would have loved to actually have an armor stand here with the skin I had of that season, since my skin changes every single season. But anyway, I think I'm gonna end it there because it's been already an hour and a half, and I won't have a chance to actually go into Symmetria, since I have to change the starter of Minecraft. I had to open this world in Optifine, and I won't have my mods, which I need them. Let me see who is live. I got a couple. Okay, I think I have one. It's the only one I have near, so let's do. Hopefully, I did write it correctly. So always I double check. Anyway, guys, hopefully you guys enjoy this massive tour, which I was supposed to do this Monday when the actual anniversary I had of being affiliate, but didn't have all this ready as I wish I had it. But anyway, guys, hopefully you guys enjoyed all of this mayhem, and see you in the next one. Hopefully I can do stream tomorrow, but most important is Saturday. I'll be doing a heads up before that, because Symmetria Nerds Live is going to be happening, starting with me and ending with Ori. See you there.